please respect everyone around you by not talking or checking your phone during the film. Now, switch it off and get ready to feel more. Again.
Is economic power more important than diplomatic alliances in today's global order?
In today's globalized world, countries are more connected than ever. People, goods, and information move across borders more freely, and challenges like climate change, pandemics, and security threats affect us all on a global scale. This complex environment is transforming how we understand and use power in international relations. As Patricia Owens puts it, globalization has created a world that is ever more deeply interconnected. In this context, traditional notions of power, like military strength, territorial control, and national interest, are being reshaped by economic interdependence and diplomatic cooperation. Is economic power more important than diplomatic alliances in today's global order? To answer this, we'll examine different perspectives from key international relations theories like realism, liberalism, and global political economy, and explore how international actors use both economic and diplomatic tools to pursue influence, security, and legitimacy on the world stage.
Okay, so we will start from a realist perspective, where power is rooted in material capabilities, especially economic strength and military force. According to Tim Dunn and Brian Schmidt, the international system is anarchic, meaning there's no higher authority above states, and because of this, each state must depend just on itself. This is a principle known as self-help. In this view, economic power is not just important, it's fundamental. Why? Because a strong economy allows a state to build military capacity, to secure access to resources, to control trade, and even to influence other countries through sanctions. A clear example of this is how the US uses economic sanctions as a tool. By restricting access to global financial systems or trade networks, the US can pressure states like Iran or Russia without firing a single shot. This illustrates how economic capacity becomes a form of power projection. Realists also believe that diplomatic alliances are only strategic tools, and that they exist as long as they serve the state's national interest. Unlike alliances, which can shift with political change, economic strength is a more lasting and independent asset in pursuing power and security in the global order.
By the other side, liberalism emphasizes cooperation, institutions, and interdependence. As Tim Dunn explains, liberals argue that states gain by working together, and that international organizations and norms help reduce conflict and promote peace. Alliances like NATO or the European Union show how diplomacy can deter aggression and support collective security. Even powerful states rely on alliances to build legitimacy and long-term influence. For liberals, cooperation is available as economic or military strength. As Christian Whitton explains in his book Smart Power, highlights that hard power uses forces and coercion, while soft power attracts through shared values and diplomacy. Hard power often fuels conflict, soft power, while more inclusive, can lead to slower or more complex decisions.
When we shift to a global political economy perspective, we see how deeply interdependent the world is. As Matthew Watson explains, global capitalism is not just a background condition. It actively shapes how states interact. States with large economies like China or the EU expert structural power by influencing trade networks, supply chains, and development aid. However, Watson also notes that no country can solve global changes, like climate change or financial crisis, without multilateral cooperation. So, even though economic power is central, diplomatic coordination through institutions like the WTO, IMF, or climate agreements remains essential.
So, what's more important, economic power or diplomatic alliances? The answer, taking into account everything that has been said, is that both are essential and often reinforce each other. Economic power gives states leverage, but alliances provide legitimacy, security, and coordination, especially in a complex global system. As Owens and Smith 2020 conclude, power in the 21st century must be understood in both material and relational terms. In today's global order, economic strength and diplomatic alliances are not rivals. They are two sides of the same coin.